Storm Eunice battered large parts of Europe this Friday, killing at least 6 people and disrupting travel for millions. The UK, especially hard hit by record-breaking winds, with London placed under a red weather warning, meaning there is a danger to life. For the latest on all this, we cross to our UK correspondent, Benedicte Paviot. Benedicte, what's the damage been so far where you are?
Well, Storm Eunice has really been battering many parts of the UK, and what forecasters are saying could be the worst storm in over 30 years. The damage, unfortunately, is that 3 people have died, those we know about. 2 people have died from a falling tree and flying debris, as these fierce winds have been battering and sweeping the United Kingdom. A woman in her 30s was killed this afternoon here in London, in Harrogate, in North London, when a tree fell on the car she was a passenger in. A man in his 20s has died after a van hit a tree. That was in Hampshire, in South East England, and in Merseyside, in Northwest England. A man in his 50s was killed as debris struck the windscreen of the car he was a passenger in. So we can see that flying debris is really an issue here. Around 200,000 homes, that's the other cost, are currently without power across the United Kingdom. That's according to Environment Secretary George Eustice. Storms have also closed schools, museums, flights and trains have been cancelled or delayed. Many flights have been aborted, for example, landings at Heathrow, Gatwick. Routes have been torn off, and there has been really widespread travel disruption, as I was mentioning. I can say that in Wales, there was absolutely no rail service whatsoever. So airlines have been all day advising people to check with them whether their flight has been cancelled or delayed. The roof of the so-called Millennium Dome, the O2 Arena, part of it was shredded here in London. And the fire brigade in London has received such a huge volume of calls that they've declared here in London a major incident.
Benedict, what's the weather forecast for the coming days?
Well, that's the better news. The good news is the red weather warning in London and the southeast has now expired. An amber weather warning for wind is still in force in southern and middle England and Wales until 2100 GMT. There are yellow warnings for snow, ice and wind in Northern Ireland and Scotland, and that will make clearing debris much more difficult. But weather forecasters say more windy weather is indeed expected over the weekend, but it won't be as bad, they say, as Friday. So they still urge caution as gusts of wind will be between 60 and 80 miles per hour. And that fear again of falling trees and flying debris remains.
All right. Thank you, Benedicte Paviot, for that update on Storm Eunice in the UK.